What is up, all? 3 records from 2013. This is my little spin on the top 10 or top 20 records of 2013, which I never did in 2013. So this is my little spin. If I could walk away with only 3 records from 2013, these will be my personal favorites that have really put a dent in 2013 for me personally. Starting with Blockheads, The World is Dead, which came out on Relapse Records. Blockheads are a 4-piece from France, and they play a combination of death metal and grindcore. And no other grind record in 2013 has impacted my world quite like The World is Dead. Such a savage, addicting drug that The World is Dead is. And they've been around for over 20 years, and I'm so glad they finally came into my consciousness with this record. I highly recommend Blockheads, The World is Dead, which is over 40 minutes of just barbarous grindcore. A second record would be Primitive Man's Scorn, which is a record I never really got around to reviewing because of this and that, but Primitive Man's Scorn came out on Relapse Records, and they are a 3-piece from Denver, Colorado, and they play crust as fuck blackened sludge. And these guys played in my town and I missed it, and I'm so disappointed in myself that I missed it because they played at a tiny little venue, and I believe it was a house show, and just the thought of how that must have sounded, man, makes me want to cry. Must have been savage. But this is definitely a record if I really just want to escape and get lost in the trenches of really, really filthy sludge that almost gives you a psychedelic feel that is just layered and layered with so many unexpected twists, sounds, and just unexpected directions that the band takes. This is a record I would put on constantly. And for me, nothing is as filthy or just even comes close in the world of sludge and doom, in my opinion, in 2013 as Primitive Man's Scorn has for me. It's fucking brilliant, foobar, and just beautiful, just bliss for myself when I listen to this record. Definitely check out Primitive Man's Scorn. Fucking, I can go on and on. Just filth. And the next record being Portal's Vexo Void. Portal are a 5-piece from Australia, and they really play a style all of their own. I'm sure you guys have heard them before. You may have watched my reviews on this record and their previous record, which I reviewed. But the best way I could describe their sound is a combination of black metal, death metal, and dark ambience, among so many other things. You really can't describe their sound. This is one of just the few records, or even bands I should say, that really take you to another world. When you listen, when you put this record on and you're paying attention, you're not, chatting it up. It's not background music. It's you and this record, Portal's Vexo Void, and you get your full attention, and you're listening, and you're going on this journey that they have created. I feel personally that I'm just being eviscerated, being destroyed, but there's something very soothing and therapeutic with this record, and I've actually found a couple other people on YouTube who get a similar effect when listening to this record, and I think that's fucking awesome. Sometimes I think I'm the only one out there that feels this way about this certain record, but there are a handful of you that feel the same way. it's strange because you play this for people who are unfamiliar with their sound. They're like, well, they're not like anything really. They just don't know how to feel about it. And I tell them, you have to spend time with this record. You have to, or any Portal record. You have to spend time with this record. You have to break it down. You have to make it familiar to yourself. And then, and only then, can you start picking away at it and devouring it piece by piece. But, in my opinion, Portal's Vexel Void is a fucking masterpiece, and I highly recommend picking up this record as well. I highly recommend picking up all three of these records. Blockheads, The World is Dead, just savage grindcore from France. Primitive Man's Scorn, which is blackened, crust as fuck sludge from Denver, Colorado. And Portal's Vexel Void, which, like I just mentioned, is a sound all of their own. It really cannot be described. But if these guys come to your town, or Primitive Man or Blockheads come to your town, definitely peep these guys out. Fucking savages in the metal genre. So yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I'll see y'all next time.